like the plastics we marry from China. Power to the people. Power to the people. Strangers we may be from distance China. Strangers we may be, yet our shared humanity unites us. You know, it binds us and it buries us now. And it buries us, y'all, to the eternal cosmic bind. Symphony change, love so profound. Together we strive and we fight to make it right now. To make it right, y'all. Never get to need it. I choose to feel this feeling. Darkness is revealing. Yeah. Just never get to need it. I acknowledge these feelings. Never get to need it. I acknowledge these feelings, but the doctor says to feel. Do not face the demons. I do not face the demons. We will rise, no surprise, from the ashes of demise. We will rise, no surprise, from the ashes of demise. Surely we will prevail. Surely we will prevail. I'm ready, you ready, we ready. All ready for this. I'm ready. You ready? We ready. All ready for this. I'm ready. You ready? We ready. All ready for this. I'm ready. You ready? We ready. I'm ready for this. Symphony change. Love so profound. Together we strive and we fight. Make it right now. Make it right, y'all. Surely we will prevail. But yeah, we'll make it short, but just playing with it. Sure. Basically it. Damn, ready? You ready? We ready for this? All is ready. We ready? Great. Yeah, that's great.
What'd you say the progression is again? F sharp minor.
E, B.
I got you.
B minor too?
Yes, sir. B minor is the last one.
Is that gonna be the second song, you think? We're doing reverse order.
What do you think?
I think it'll probably depend on what makes sense, because Reverend John wanted Three Little Birds, right?
Right, so I would say put Three Little Birds second, because
Nice.
then that'll walk him right into his talk.
Okay, so start with this one and end with Three Little Birds.
Perfect.
Yep.
Easy
Yeah.
peasy.
Great. You need anything else, Carolyn?
No, seems good.
Sweet.
We'll just do the usual ins and outs.
Ins and outs,
Okay.
as usual.
Aight,
Now we can have coffee.
aight.
Mars's dad wants to talk to him, so have him FaceTime.
What's gonna be the best way for me to put this amp underneath?
That's not a me question.
I mean,
Where should he put his amp?
I mean, it can just be there the whole time, I think.
Okay, sure, sure.
Right.
Yeah, just whatever.
Yeah, you're the only one in occupying that spot, so
Okay, got it.
you can just be free. We might, do we still have a guitar stand tucked away or no?
We'd have to look.
There might be one on
Mine
this
is tucked
side.
away too.
Cool, thanks.
Okay.
You can charge, just unplug that.
Yeah.
Plug it in when you go to play it. I'll mute it and unmute it. So
Right on.
it won't. It
Yeah.
won't.
These are the steps.
Oh,
Thank you.
have you done anything with, have you started building that track? Do you have any?
No. But it would be easy. Just 3 chords.
Yeah.
And the right, the groove master could just be like the groove. It's
Orlo.
pretty Bob Marley standard type of
Yeah.
song in our time.
Aight.
That would be the easiest thing to record.
Yo.
Doubt it by the Carol.
That's so good. Oh, Lori digs it. I just sent her the one with Aylin. She's like, that's so cool that he started off with Aylin in the Morning Star. Nice. Yeah, we are on our way to Madison for the week, so I don't know what she has time or option for in the next few days.
Yeah, she can
So,
do it whenever.
but can also see where we go
I really
next.
need to be there is the drummer and
And you? Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to see if Nathan was available. I'm not I have no idea.
well, that's cool.
Because he's
Regardless,
also-
I'll be prepared.
Yeah.
So
The other thing that's possible is the guy who runs this studio in Grand
yes,
Rapids.
I think that's
He's good bass. He's a really good bass player. And if he's into the vibe, he could probably put a couple things down like on the spot too. And otherwise, I think Nathan can do it. But sometimes, man, his life is going
I think
going
if it's right there,
crazy.
if we can get access to that, I would
So,
go for it.
but if if we have good communication with him at the run through tomorrow, and he would be able to commit something in the short something together like that, but I thought maybe we have like a few minutes, maybe we can have some kind of a action plan. Get things situated. I got the
Check,
Zondo,
check, check.
the book of Zondo, man. Give up the book of Moses and going with the book of Zondo now. then, beautiful?
Yes.
And first is this guy. Where's Lucy go? Right here.
Yes.
Is he gonna stand facing us?
Perhaps.
Probably.
Well, good morning, everybody. I don't know about you, but seeing the weather for this upcoming week, I did my lawn yesterday. So I anticipate that it will be raining post-haste now, because I did that, but I didn't wash the car, so I should leave that out, I guess. Right. It's fine. It's a balance. I'm John Moody. I am your music director and bass player for today. We have Carolyn Keeble on drums today. And she did bring a couple little hand things that will make themselves known later. We've got Elizabeth Case on piano. And he's been here a while ago, but we are very happy to welcome Zondo back for special music. So if you are able, please stand as we start our congregational selections.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator, all in all, and needing us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new. And God needs us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you. Here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. You've got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. The people gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful as you feel. Waiting at the station with the workday wind a blowing. I've got nothing to do but watch the passers-by. Mirrored in their faces, I see frustration growing, and they don't see it showing. Why do I a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. People gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful as you feel. I have often asked myself the reason for the sadness in a world where tears are just a lullaby. If there's any answer, maybe love can mend this madness, maybe not. Oh, but we can only try. You've got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. People gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful as you feel.
Well, good morning. My name is Lynn Sager. I'm a member of your Board of Trustees and your platform assistants for this lovely Sunday morning. We're welcome to Unity of Kalamazoo, where spirituality is practical, love is inclusive, and transformation is real. This is a community of people who want to live with deeper meaning, greater compassion, and a faith that works in everyday life. We gather to deepen our relationship with God as we understand God, to pray, to support one another, and to become a healing presence in this world. No matter who you are or where you are in your journey, you belong here. And let's take a moment to pause and to breathe, to arrive, and open ourselves to something good. So again, welcome to Unity of Kalamazoo. So glad that we can be together this morning. And as always, we offer thanks and gratitude to everyone who makes this service possible, community effort, and your contributions are always appreciated and valued. And if you haven't done so already, really, check your phone and put it at least on vibrate. I know sometimes we can't turn it completely off, but please do. It's very helpful. It allows us to be fully present to each other during service. So, and if you are joining us for the first time, we trust that this is going to be a memorable and wonderful morning for you. And if you care to, there is a visitor's card in the pew back in front of you. Fill that out, leave it with an usher at the welcome desk on the way out. That way we can stay connected with you and let you know what's going on here on a weekly basis and also in the community. And now for the daily word for Sunday, June 28th, 2026. The word is connection. I share a connection with other living things. I share a connection with the human family, the world's creatures, and the universe itself. In the words of Carl Sagan, who said, "The cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself." I affirm this cosmic connection and more. I feel I'm a part of everything and connected with others through the indwelling presence that unites us in God. When the world feels lonely and I'm struggling to find my place in it, I remember this connection and that despite our surface differences, we have much in common. I value my connection with others and seek to make new ones. I treasure these relationships and celebrate our oneness in God. And from 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 11. Therefore, encourage one another and build up each other, as indeed you are doing. And so, as John said, let's welcome Zondo, who has been here before, but is going to share gifts with us today through music.
It's called Symphony of Change. It's a little song I wrote, reflections of the time and the prayer that I hold dear in my heart. Comes with surrender. Something deeper. Something freer, something that can't be caged. The cooperation. It works for them and it works for us. I'm ready, you ready, we ready, y'all ready for this. I'm ready, you ready, we ready, I'm ready for this. I'm ready, you ready, we ready, all ready for this. I'm ready, you ready, we ready, look, I'm ready for this. Symphony change, love so profound. Together we strive and we'll fight to make it right now. To make it right, y'all. Symphony change, love so profound. Together we strive and we fight to make it right now. To make it right, y'all. Surely we will prevail. Surely we will prevail. surely we will prevail. Say power to the people. Power to the people. Say power to the people. Yeah, power to the people. And yes, we got the power to heat call for progress without fear. Yes, we got the power to heat call for progress without fear. But you know that transformation, it begets our resolute strive to shift the world where justice may reside in the rhymes of words. They converge to dust me down, masters and PhDs in a PS China. Oh, I know it's heavy. I'm talking about the baggage and all things we carry. Scorpions, they be scary. Power to the people. Yeah. Overseas. Yeah, power to the people. Everywhere. Strangers. Strangers we may be, yet our shared humanity unites us. You know, it binds us and it buries us and it ferries us now to the eternal cosmic bind. Thank you. This next one we're doing. Thank you. Yes, sir. You'll be back. Just for a short time. Thank you.
Just for a minute. Don't go far. Good morning. That was lackluster. Good morning. Welcome, crowd. Feels much better. I am. I remember being at a political rally 40-something years ago, and Reverend Jesse Jackson was running for president, and I was there. And he got everybody going in that thing that he used to do, where he would say, I am, and everyone would say, somebody. I am somebody. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm here because I believe in God. I believe in one absolute, inexhaustible, self-existent cause. I believe that the kingdom of God is within, and we experience this kingdom to the degree we become conscious of it. And I believe in the eternal goodness and the eternal loving kindness and the eternal givingness of God to all. And we have a communal statement of faith, and if you feel so moved, would you repeat it with me, please? I believe in one presence and one power, God the good, active in all life. I affirm the divine within me and within all people everywhere. I choose thoughts that create, words that heal, and actions that serve. I practice prayer and am guided, strengthened, and renewed. I commit to living what I know, so my life becomes a force for good in the world. By way of announcements before we have our gratitude practice, What Joe Daly did not mention about our board retreat last Sunday, was that, are there any board members here who were there? Yes. It's fun being on the board of trustees. And I want people to know, people think, oh no, I could never be on the board, because it's too hard. It's not too hard. If you know how to read and if you have a checking account, you can be on the board of trustees. It should not be any more complicated than that. And it's not like being on a homeowners association. It is not, I promise. It's really nice. For those who might be interested in learning more about unity prayer, about upping your personal prayer practice or serving others through being a prayer partner within the church, I'm going to be having a 10-week class starting in September. I'll have the dates by next Sunday all worked out, and I am very, very much looking forward to this experience, to being teaching again and whatnot. And yes, would our ushers come forward, please, for a gratitude practice? And while they do, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are getting married this weekend. Anybody going? No. She wanted me to officiate, but I said, I have a weekend job. I can't leave Kalamazoo. It's true. Let's know that affirmation together, please. I choose to give easily and joyfully, for God is my source, and gratefulness is my nature. And let's sing that, shall we? Flow, Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Show, Spirit, show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love. Flow, Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Show, Spirit, show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love. You sound good this morning. Zondo, would you come back and join us for another piece of music? Yes. Yay.
Zondo's in town this weekend as a kind of a prelude to a Tuesday night program we have together, Embodying Ubuntu, up at the Frederick Meyer Gardens this Tuesday with Samuel Nalangira, the music of Zondo, straight from Zondo's heart to yours, and the Nathan Moore Affair. So if you're interested, come up. The Chihuli's there right now, and then beautiful music all evening. The first piece today was Zondo's original music. He's working on getting that recorded. And the next piece is a special request.
Yes, and it brought me a lot of peace to learn the story of this song, So the story of this song is that in 76, when Bob wrote this song, he was in a peaceful place. But by the end of the year, in 76, December 3rd, his house, assassination attempt on him. He hadn't recorded this song yet, but he held this in prayer through like a very difficult time. And it's just a good reminder. So I'm really grateful to, because we all have our challenges, and it's a good reminder for me. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Sing it, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing's gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, shine with the rising sun. 3 little birds beside my doorsteps, singing sweet song, a melody pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Sing it, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing's gonna be alright. Oh yeah, don't worry about a thing, no. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, shine with the rising sun. 3 little birds beside my doorsteps, singing sweet songs, a melody pure and true, singing out, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright.
That was fabulous. Thank you, Zando. I did ask for that. I forgot about that because July 1st is International Reggae Day all around the world, and this is as close as we can get to July 1st. And you know the saying, in the end, everything will be all right. And if it's not all right, it's not the end. Right? ¿Por qué no? That's all I say. Speaking of which, I'm on a theme of freedom. Yes, I am inspired by the 4th of July. And the basic dignity in our founding documents, the thoughtfulness of the words. And combined with that, I am finishing the very last chapter in the 4 agreements, which we did commentary on. And the subtitle of this book actually is A Practical Guide to Personal Freedom. It's not about living your best life now in the Oprah kind of way, but it's about really feeling agency, feeling powerful, feeling skillful in the world that you live in, regardless of where that is, who you are with, what your age is, doesn't really matter. But freedom, personal freedom, is key. Almost on the very last page, the author Don Miguel Ruiz writes, "Suffering makes you feel safe because you know it so well." Together. And we do. We have so many stories to tell about all the ways it's not working and all the ways it hurts. And yes, life is hard, and no, it is not fair. Nevertheless, whatever we have to do to be here and to continue to grow in personal power and in individuation is worth the price of admission, I feel. This is a remarkable incarnation. When we talk about the founding documents and happiness and whatnot, we often mistake that for an energetic frenzy of woohoo and happy, happy, joy, joy. And happiness is a condition of peace that comes with freedom. And you know, if we're going to have a sense of freedom in our lives, it's something that we have to claim if we want to feel freedom. There is work to do. Now, the good news is that most of the work is about letting go. Most of the work is about letting go. We want to, or put it this way, he's talking about creating heaven on earth. And in Unity, we've traditionally said that both heaven and hell are states of consciousness. C.S. Lewis upped that a little bit in my world, and he said, hell is a state of consciousness, but heaven is real. Heaven is the natural order of things as they are. In your life without conflict, it is the natural order of things as they are. And the author here says, I want you to see yourself living a new life, a new dream. Isn't that the title of the Eckhart Tolle book, Dream of the Earth? Something like that, yes? A life where you don't need to justify your existence and you are free to be who you really are. Imagine you have permission to be happy. Imagine living your life without fear of being judged. Imagine, and imagination is one of our 12 powers. Yes, class? Yes. All right, very good. Imagine living your life where it's easy to forgive. Imagine being free from judgment and your need to judge others. If I'm going to be honest, at least in my case, that's harder. To let go of the burden of thinking that it is my job to have an opinion about every other person on planet Earth and every decision they make. Bless you. It's exhausting judging everybody all the time. It does not mean we must not be discerning. We always must be discerning. But apprising things as yes, no, right, wrong, good, bad, easy, hard, it doesn't get you where you want to go. Thinking of another quotation, there is no shortcut to any good place you want to go to. Imagine living from the fear of judgment. Well, how can any of us live being free from the judgment of others? Just by letting it go. Letting it go. Even Ralph Waldo Emerson said, for your nonconformity, society whips you with its displeasure. And that's a good metaphor, because it is. It's a lash on all of us, be it from our parents when we're little. I mean, the first judgment I remember really receiving from my mother is, young man, get right back upstairs and change those clothes. Like maybe I'm 3 or 4, right? Because I had on plaid shorts with a striped shirt. You never mix checks with stripes, ever. That is a fashion no-no. And you're 3. You put on shorts and pants. What's the issue? Well, people will judge you. We don't want people thinking that we don't know what we're doing in this household. Even the babies need to be fashionably attired. My goodness. But can you imagine being free from that? You know, my thing is that I want you to do whatever you want to do and be whoever you want to be, as long as it serves your health and wholeness and does not diminish the experience of another. You are free. And until you really own that, we will not have a sense of freedom. It's hard at first because we're not used to assuming full responsibility for ourselves or thinking about the way we show up in the world. And that's why we make a lot of mistakes at first. But when we experiment and continue to grow and continue to refine, understand who I am, what I want you to know about me, what I want you to know about me, and that's going to be different for every one of you, yes? Until we get to that point, again, we may stumble, we may make mistakes, but it's worth experimenting. He also says in there that imagine living with a sense of freedom where you don't have to explain or defend anything. Anything. And again, that takes a kind of maturity that's rarely called upon. But I had the expression we use now, an inflection point. I used to say watershed moment in my life. And indeed, it was more than an inflection point. It was a defining moment in my life. True story. In the early 90s, my partner and I were in New York, and he became ill and had to go to NYU Hospital. And he was being treated for AIDS-related symptoms. And in those days, they used to put the AIDS folks and the cancer patients together. And there was a guy where you had an assigned seat, and I was with my partner, and I would go with him. And you had assigned seats, and so, Christopher was here, and there was a guy named Sid who was sitting next to him for like 4 or 5 days in a row, getting chemo at the same time. And Sid, I says to him, Sid, I says, tell me a little bit about yourself. And he said, my family's here. I just retired. I was a lifelong school teacher in Brooklyn. And I moved to Miami Beach. Now, this was funny because he was, in a way, contradicting the point he wanted to make. But he said, I know, it's such a cliche for a Jew from Brooklyn to move to Miami Beach. And I said, no, it's not. I said, I think that's brilliant that you get to go to Miami. And he looked at me and he said, I got to a point in my life where I didn't want to spend one more minute explaining or defending. I simply wanted to be with my people. That truly was a defining moment in my life. I got that at soul depth. Not that going through life is a constant battle where you're always on guard. I haven't gone through life like that myself. But the freedom that comes when you do not have to explain anything. In Sid's case, you can use Yiddishisms all you want, and everybody knows what the word means. Like this morning, I said something to Jared, and I said, well, in Yiddish, I said, I'd use the expression, I'm all oingapachka today. And my Jewish friends would know what that means. It means I'm at the 6s and 7s, 6 and 7. I'm at 6s and 7s. I'm all messed up. I'm a dumpster fire today. Oingapachka. I'm vermischt and vertutzt. It means I'm all like that. But imagine being able to go through life without having to explain anything or defend anything and simply be who you are. There is a value, it's still Pride Month, there is a value in pride things. Go for it. There's a value in International Reggae Day. You don't have to explain, tell long stories about it. For the love of God, simply feel the groove, would you? Put down the judgments and get into the groove. That's Madonna, I believe. Yes? Get into the groove. Yeah. Imagine what? Imagine being Muslim and working at Trader Joe's, as there is a lovely young girl there who wears hijab, and knowing that people are judging her all the time or thinking, why does she have to do that? What does that mean? That's a lot of psychic energy coming at you, right? It means she's a woman of God. That's what it means if you have a question. It means that she's a woman of God. Or where a Jew wears a kippah or a yarmulke. It means that he's a man of God. You don't have to have a judgment about it. You know, my whole thing about, the judgments, it's like if you don't believe in gay marriage, then don't marry a gay. Just move on. There are hundreds of thousands of things that we have judgments about and that people are judging us about. What a waste of creative energy when you could be writing songs, when you could be raising children, when you could be being you, when you could be kayaking, doing whatever you want. How do I attend that level of freedom? Well, it's constant mental vigilance. Constant. And that is your work. That is your work. That is your spiritual practice. It's my spiritual practice. It's endless. It's ongoing. But here's the good thing. I'm just filled with quotes today. Things are coming into my head like radio signals. I remember hearing a story on radio years and years ago about why it was such a good deal in Louisiana to work in a prison. And the guy said, well, there ain't no heavy lifting and it's an inside job. And I thought, well, that's exactly what spiritual practice is. There ain't no heavy lifting, and it's an inside job. And I'll take that. You know, break me off a piece of that. Hire me for that one. Because what is the reward of working that job? It's peace. It's harmony. It's freedom. Free to be your almost authentic child self. Where you can simply look at somebody and go, oh, don't you look cute today in those orange pants? And thinking, well, a man shouldn't say that. Don't say you're cute. I do. I like noticing the way people show up, the effort that they make, the choices that they make. Because you want to tell me a story. I see it. I receive it. And I don't care. I don't care if anybody overhears me. I don't care if anybody sees me kissing whoever I want to kiss. I don't care. Fine line between being cruel and callous. And that's why this is always grown-up adult work. Little kids aren't really almost capable of doing it. It requires decades of seasoning and walking your path, where you can do it with, as the Buddhists say, true equanimity. No judgment. No judgment. Just going to be myself. Even in unity, we are chronically conscious, self-conscious about the God of our understanding. A lot of unity churches these days have unity of Lollapalooza, unapologetically inclusive. Well, it's like that lovingly, can I say this into the camera, lovingly, if any of my fellow ministers see this, it's like that is so 1982. I am so far beyond apologizing for being inclusive, for crying out loud. That means we're still self-conscious about it. And so many of us say, oh, well, I feel like I need to explain what unity is to my family. No, you don't. I think I said this to the board. I said, do you think the Pope walks around and feels obligated to share what it is being a Catholic? To anybody? No. No. What is unity? Common sense and great people. What? How complicated do you want to make life? Common sense, good rule, and great people. Enough. I invite you, if you're carrying any of that I should know more, I should know better, that's the whole thing, right? Common sense, golden rule, good people. Now be busy creating the life that you want to live. Being empowered because you have the tools you need to heal what needs to be healed. And you know when to ask for help. And you know where to go for help. Life is very simple. It is not easy. It is most demanding. But it is a great, great gift. So the question is, with whatever level of freedom of expression you feel, are you still about the business of creating a life of your choice? Are you? Because this never ends. This never ends. as long as we're here, as long as we're functional. It's always about choosing. My mom, bless her heart, finally got to a place. She got so cool the older she got, because I think she was so old, she forgot that she was supposed to be self-conscious. And you know, she got to 90, she was 98 when she passed. She got to 90 and she said, you know, I really don't care anymore what anyone thinks. I'm having vanilla ice cream twice a day from here on out. And whenever I'd go to Florida to visit with her, I'd go to Costco and I would buy 120 of those little cups of vanilla ice cream, Bluebell vanilla ice cream. And she'd just be watching the clock like it was a martini, you know. She says, okay, it's 11:50. Let's have that first one. Hit me. Twice a day. Fat as a house. Fine. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Free. Free. To give and to receive. Free to be in the moment. Be fully present. And free to be you.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I'll wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God, I find myself.
Imagine living your life without judging others. You can easily forgive others and let go of any judgments that you have. You really don't have the need to be right, and you don't need to make anyone else wrong. You respect yourself and everyone else, and they respect you in return. Imagine living your life without the fear of being judged by others. You are no longer responsible for anyone else's opinion. Freedom. Breathe deep and aim high. Seek peace. There is a peace that radiates from deep within you. It's in your bones. Be there. Recognize it as your true nature. When there's a storm out on the waters, Jesus said, peace, be still. When the opinions rage about me from within me and from without, I too say, peace, be still. Peace. And let's now, for a half a minute, know that peace deeply, remembering always it is an infinite resource that never runs out. And let's do that together in the silence now. To see the world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. That is the kind of freedom that truly comes from being in tune, at one with the infinite. In freedom. Breathe deep one more time and come back and sit up straight if you can do that. And rotate your shoulders a little bit. You want to stretch, do that. Want to have a Zumba class, we could do that. And I will thank you for being here today, because it's an important part of life here in Kalamazoo that we gather here intentionally. This is a radiating center from this sanctuary of decency and of good and goodwill. And as I know to be a fact, your very presence here is an indication of your spiritual practice and will always inspire somebody else. So I'll thank you for keeping your commitment to your spiritual practice. I know fellowship happens when we encourage each other on our journey. So ask a friend how you can support them, and maybe an extra step up for them in experiencing their freedom. Their right to be here and to be self-determining. Ask them how you can do that for them. And until I see you again next Sunday, you pray for me and I'll pray for you, because that's just what God's children do. And if you are able, I invite you to stand for the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. For wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And let's sing the peace song now, shall we?